Hey, welcome back to the channel. Brendan here, aka Cliff Jumper, and we are filming our first review video from our new to us 2008 VW R32. This is going to be the newest daily driver in our fleet, and being an older car, I'm sure it will have lots of repair videos and do-it-yourself videos that I will be showing you. But the first thing that we are going to do today is we are going to focus on this right here. This is the OMBAR T2 dual dash cam. It has a dash camera right up here in the front, and it has one in the very back. So it is to protect you while you are driving in case people do shenanigans and you need video evidence to show what took place. This could be really helpful. So we've done a very quick, not permanent install, hence the wires hanging down here. Normally I'd tuck them all up behind the headliner, up on side here so that they'd be invisible, but for right now I just want to test it. I'm not committed to it yet. Let's see how good it is. I'll let you know what sort of features it has and let you decide. Well, I'll probably decide whether or not I'm keeping it and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, but let's see how it does. I've been driving around with this and I'm pretty happy with the ability to look at the front view camera and know where it's pointed at. It did get triggered a couple of times by the rough suspension, because I'm driving a Mk5 R32 with coilovers, and I hit a couple of road imperfections that triggered the automatic recording. Now it's automatically recording on a loop, but when it detects an incident, it will save that separately. So I also noticed if I jammed on the brakes pretty hard, it saves that too. So it notifies you if there's like an event with the accelerometer. So it'll tell you when you go onto the app and use it, like what angle the car is at, how many G-forces are actively happening. It's pretty interesting. So I'm liking it. It would be better, obviously, if I actually took the time to run these wires up through the headliner to the back of the car where the back camera is and ran power either off of the power that's up in here or around and through the A-pillar and down into the dash to where I could steal power from here. Right now I'm just getting power off of a USB, and this is very temporary. Two of these wires are temporary for the camera system, and one is for my Valentine radar. Again, very temporary. That is getting hardwired this weekend. But I'm going to keep driving around with it and see what other things I learn from using this drive cam. Hopefully I don't have any actual events driving into anybody or having anybody drive into me, but it's nice having the peace of mind that if there were an incident, I'd have some footage to go back to be able to say this is what actually happened, rather than it be a he said, she said kind of thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. So I have been driving around with this dash cam on the car all week, just kind of getting a sense for its responsiveness. I have noticed that it is very responsive for significant bumps if you've got a car with a sporty suspension. So I'm driving in a Mk5 R32. It has coilovers. It's not the softest suspension. It's definitely not the firmest suspension either. It's nowhere near as firm as the suspension I have on my other R32, the Mk4. But it's pretty firm. So it will mark hitting certain road imperfections as incidents, and it locks the recording for that. Am I mad at that? No. Did I have a lot of these verbal notifications when I was doing a long drive the other day out in the countryside, and I'd hit imperfection of the road, boom, you know, video locked, emergency response. Okay, cool. So it's good to know that if I were in a car accident, this probably would actually work. And on the app, it shows you your G's. Like, so if you're moving, it'll show the lateral G's, it'll show which direction you're kind of parked in, the pitch of your car. So right now I'm at the side of the road and it's definitely pitched off to the side. I can switch cameras, so right here's the front view of the camera, and if I hit this on the app, it'll bring up the rear view of the camera as well. And so it's both the rear, which, you know, you can see the cable hanging down on my rear view mirror there, and all of these cables hanging down. Ideally, you would install it, you'd run these cables up into the headliner and down the A-pillar, and it would be hidden, and you wouldn't have that taking up all the visual space. Since I'm not doing a permanent install in this car, I decided to be lazy and just run the wires right through the middle of the car and up to the back window. So there you go. It's messy the way I have it. But the camera does, in addition, have this app that shows you your view. So right now that's the rear camera. If I switch it back to the front camera, it's going to show my front view, and it shows me the real-time GPS location of where I'm showing up on this map as well. So if there is a GPS incident, it locks it, and I can start recording my route from this map as well. It'll show where I drove on the recording, which can also be a helpful feature if you feel like there are reasons you need to document your drive. So for example, if you were a delivery driver, I guess, and you wanted to prove that you actually drove where you said you drove, you could use this camera to record your drive and document, yes, I actually did go where I said I went. So that might be a useful thing. The G indicator, and like you can turn the microphone off and on, so if you don't want it listening to your conversations in the cabin, that is also a helpful thing. I can pull up videos, or I can just, you know, make it record at will. Right now it wasn't recording, but now it is, and now I turn that off. I can also take a photo, and it saved the picture of whatever was in front of my car. If I hit playback, it's going to bring back all the previous incidents of me driving, date by date, showing various various what it considers to be incidents. And then I go here to photo, and it'll show me the photos that I have taken as well. You can pull those up. So there's the front camera, there's the back camera. It took picture from both front and back when I hit the photo button. So that is a helpful thing. Now, all in all, I think this is a pretty useful camera. I do wish it had a cabin-facing camera, because I find that there are sometimes incidents where you might want the camera to record what's going on inside your cabin for documentation purposes. This does not have that, but it does record a lot, and it is a pretty reasonable price for what it does do. So overall, I'm happy with it. This is going to be probably going to go live in our SUV, where that would be more useful for daily driving. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it in this car and do an actual legit permanent install. Maybe not, because there are other cameras I'd also like to try out, and every time I gotta try out another camera, I'm gonna have to rerun new wires, and I really want to keep doing that. So anyway, I will link in my description where you can find this camera if you want to check it out. My understanding is they're going to provide a discount code as well, so that should also be in the description. And yeah, I'm having fun with this. Pretty decent setup, pretty good, no complaints. Thumbs up. Speaking of thumbs up, would you mind giving me a thumbs up, like the video, maybe even subscribe? I do have lots of people who check out my specific videos. They do not subscribe to my channel. Why not be different? subscribe, see what other sort of stuff comes down the pipeline, and we will see you next time. Let me know what project you are working on in the comments. God bless. Bye-bye.
And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to say goodbye. We'll be back.